Alright guys, and it's Wednesday and I just have here the numbers of the CPI from Canada, and it's not looking good for the Canadian dollar, but it's looking very good for the Canada economy. Well, this is because I've explained this through, most of my videos. When we have CPI, the Consumer Price Index, is basically a basket of goods that measures the inflation to the consumer. Okay, remember we do have the PPI, that is the Producer Price Index, that measures the inflation to the producer. So two different things, one for the society, for the general public, let's call it like this, and another one for the producers, for the business aspect of the economy. And we did have yesterday the CPI for the consumer ending of Canada, and it came pretty good, but it didn't help the Canadian dollar, and I'm gonna explain for you today why is that. But before we start, please give us a thumbs up on this video. It's not gonna cost you any cents, just give us a thumbs up. I'm gonna wait a few seconds. So you go there, yes, click on that. Yeah, good. All right, now that you have gave us a thumbs up, please subscribe to the channel as well. It's just on the top of the thumbs up here, and turn it on the little bell so you don't miss any videos that we post. Turn it on the notifications, that, as I can say, so you don't miss any videos that we post from now on. Okay, and if you have any questions regarding the market, regarding myself, anything that maybe you'd be interested to know about, please put it on the comments. I will be happily answering those questions. So yesterday we had a webinar, a very, very nice webinar. I've talked about all of the things that will happen this week. What are my take on the opportunities that are happening on the market? If you haven't been in there, then you're lucky, because it has been recorded and have been uploaded to the YouTube. So the way you can watch it, just go to YouTube, to ACY Securities channel, and watch the macro week ahead. All right. Okay, so let's have a look on the numbers here. Core CPI month over month came in as 0.1%. Core CPI year over year at the actual came in at 2.4%. Now, those both core CPIs, month over month and year over year, I've explained it already what is month over month and year over year, but they didn't have a consensus, okay? Only had a previous. The previous for the core CPI month over month was at negative 0.5%, as the core CPI year over year, the previous was positive 2.6%, okay? So that means that from the previous negative 0.5% to the actual to 0.1% positive on the core CPI month over month, we did have an increase. Don't you think so? Well, we came from negative now to positive. So yes, we didn't have a consensus, therefore it didn't make much move on the market. But the core CPI year over year, we did have an inflation, a reduced inflation from 2.6 to 2.4, so 0.2% lower than the previous. Now, the CPI month over month came in lower than the consensus, okay? As we had the consensus at 0.4%, and 0.4, when I mean point something, or 0.0 something, I mean by 0 point something, 0 point a number, okay? It's just a more professional way to say. Even more professional would be 0.4 base points in terms of percentage, because as we know, 1 base point represents as 0.01%. Therefore, 0.4 base points represents 0.40%. Okay, so just bear in mind with that. So if one day I just come and say a little bit more professional, it's not fancy, you already know what I mean. The previous was 0.3% and the consensus was 0.4%, and the actual came in at 0%. So no inflation on the month of January for Canada. That's pretty interesting, right? Now, let's have a look on what did affect the actual USD CAD pricing. If we look here, it's trading right now at 1.35 on 150, so 1.35, 150. But if we look some hours back, we see a massive up move on the 1 hour chart. We see a big candle on 3 o'clock, basically on the server time here. That was midnight 30 for me. To the upside. Why is that? Because remember, we did have CAD in this scenario as the correlation. So the base was the US dollar and the correlation was the Canadian dollar. Therefore, once we had the negative, sorry, the 0% inflation, so no inflation, it tells the investors that maybe the central bank from Canada, the BOC, the Bank of Canada, won't be too aggressive towards hiking or interpreting this data and passing on a hawkish approach. Therefore, they may be a little bit more neutral to dovish. Well, we need to see what they will be. I'm not saying that they will have to be this way, certain way, no. Just taking this data in consideration and formulating an idea, this is what I feel like they may be, you know, the rhetoric that they may have. Okay, so very quick video today just to explain for you guys what is actually happening on Canada. Now, if we look tonight, we're going to have two speeches from German Buber President Nagel speaks and the ECB Supervisory Board member Fernandez Bolo as well at 9:25 and 9 o'clock p.m. tonight in Sydney. All right, so this is all from me today. Hopefully I could help you interpreting this data. If you still have any questions regarding it, please put it down in the comments and we'll be answering your questions. All right, guys, thank you, and I see you in the next video.